Hey everybody, Joy here. It is Sunday. This is the Lord's Day. Sunday. Yes, I went to church this morning. It's March 10, 2019, and that means tomorrow is my baby brother's birthday. And since I'm 68 and he's 8 years younger than I am, he must be going to be 60. I'll have to call him. That's a big one. Anyway, yes, Sunday morning. Went to church on the internet, as I always do. And this morning, for those of you who like a review of the sermon, John Hagee has started re-preaching his series called Promise, Problem, Provision. I actually have the book on that, and I've heard him preached in the past. But he said something this morning, and I said, that's not right, that can't be right. He said, God makes a promise, but then he sends you a problem. And I thought, no, the Bible doesn't say that. The Bible doesn't say God sends you a problem. Well, then he gave like 500 examples from the Bible. Hello. Joseph, his brothers put him in the pit, and then that goofy woman got him put in jail. And what was the other one that he talked about? Hello, Joy. Moses. Oh, yeah, he killed the Egyptian, and then he had to go to the desert, and then he had to have 40 years of lessons in the desert before he could go back and let the Israelites go out of Egypt, out of bondage. And then, not only did he have to deliver them out of bondage, who was it that told Satan, that hardened Pharaoh's heart? Who was it that hardened Pharaoh's heart? So he'd say yes, and then he'd say no, and then he'd say yes, and then he'd say no, and then he'd say yes, and then he'd say no, and they had to have 10 plagues. So all of that was God, you guys. So the thing about it is, if God, it's like we're in school all our lives. We're always in school all our lives. And my mother always said, whatever we don't learn here, we're going to have to learn it in heaven, because you got to know it one place or the other. But God makes a promise, but you have to be prepared to receive it. It's like you're going to go up, you're going to graduate, you're going to go to another level. Joyce Meyer used to say, new level, new devil. Well, evidently it's not the devil, it's the Lord giving us these problems to get through. And boy, have I had my share in my life. But the whole thing about it is how you react to the problem. What you do about it, how you react to it, and how you get through it. And then you go up to the new level, you get your promise, and there's a new promise, and a new level, and a new problem, and a new blah, 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 and on it goes. So anyway, I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Okay, sorry, that was a sneeze break. So anyway, y'all can always go to www.JHM, John Hagee Ministries, jhm.org. or getv.org on Sunday mornings and listen to him. They're from Cornerstone in San Antonio, Texas, and it's an excellent ministry, in my opinion. I'm older, you know, and so I grew up in the regular kind of church where people like put their best clothes on, and they had a choir, and the choir had robes on, and the preacher wore a suit, and they weren't up on the stage with raggedy jeans and t-shirts and bunch of people who can't really play instruments up there. I'm old-fashioned when it comes to church services, I sure am. Traditional, I guess they call that. So, okay, so yesterday I started out in the morning. It was Saturday. I started out early in the morning, and I thought, okay, these people think I'm so smart. I'm going to show them how to take a design and change it to another design with SureFit Designs. Well, if y'all want to see it, it's at the bottom of the trash can in my sewing room. Oh my goodness, I messed it up in no small way. So, I was so frustrated. Viv had a day like that yesterday, and so did Becky. It was just one of those days when nothing I did sewing-wise turned out, so I decided to play with my new vacuum cleaner and clean my house. I know. This woman is the biggest nut we've ever known. I know, but I love cleaning house. It doesn't make sense, but I do. I love to see something messed up get cleaned up. It's just my personality. Go figure. So anyway, today I went to church, and then I started, you know, I got those fabrics from JoAnn's that were supposed to be stretch twill, and I had like 5 different ones, and I showed you how they hardly had any stretch in them. Well, today, just for the heck of it, I thought, well, I might as well screw up something else. So, see how I handle it. I handled it well, it actually turned out. I decided to go ahead and get the stretch. Let me see the pattern because you're going to ask me. Style Arc Sage, S-A-G-E. I decided to go ahead and make that pant size 14 straight out of the box and use this so-called stretch from JoAnn's. Well, believe it or not, they turned out perfect, even though they don't have much stretch, but they have enough. It was amazing. It's like they only need a lot of stretch along a long distance. You know, I guess that's it. But anyway, I've got them on. Let me see, can you see all the way to the floor? Usually when I go edit this, I say, oh, well, they can see. Okay, so I made the beige ones. I put the 2-inch elastic, so they're up to my waist. They've got the inset here in the front. What do you call it? The yoke. And then they've got the little triangles here someplace. Right here. I can feel it with my fingers. They got the little triangles here. Little triangle here. Here's the back. And I think that I could have made the legs even a little smaller. But these are nice. These are nice for Granny. Not so skin tight. So now I can just take, I think I'll go out there and I'll lay out 2 of those fabrics at one time and cut 2 pair out at once. These are so easy to make, you guys. They really are. Once you've made the first pair, you can just whip them out. And serge everything as you go. I even, once I got the top of the pant done and I had to attach the waistband to the top of the pant, I serged the whole top of the pant by itself. Then I took this waistband and I serged all around it by itself. So when I sewed the 2 together, I've got all serged edges inside and I didn't have to serge 3 layers of fabric at once with the seam lines in there. Okay? Ignore the shirt, it's just an old t-shirt that I had. But I wanted to show you that that stretch twill from JoAnn's will work in these Style Arc stretch pants. Okay? And I crease my pants. I just like mine creased, y'all. So anyway, tomorrow's Monday. I get to go to the eye doctor. You remember back 6 months ago, I had the cataracts removed from both my eyes and the lenses put in. And they work fabulously. But this is my 6-month checkup, and so I'm going to go see him tomorrow. And then my husband wants me back home. And I think I better go because this company that bought our company, you know, we were a small medical equipment company. We had 2 locations and 21 employees. And this great big company in Indiana called Rehab Medical bought us. Well, they've hired 4 salespeople. I think they've hired 4 salespeople. 3 for the Oklahoma City store, and now they've hired 1 for the store where we're at in Kingston. Excuse me. And this new salesperson is a woman. And she's coming to work tomorrow to meet my husband. And I'm like, ding dong, you better get your butt home, girl. Don't want to leave your husband alone when he's working with a new lady, right? Anyway, I'll let you guys go for now. I don't know what I'm going to make next, but whatever it is, you know, I'll be back and show it to you. So, bye for now.